Welcome to Understanding for Loops in Python. For loops are used to iterate over a sequence of elements. The basic syntax of a for loop starts with the for keyword, followed by a variable name, the in keyword, and a sequence to iterate over. Let's see a simple example. For I in range 5, we'll iterate from 0 to 4. During each iteration, the variable I takes on the current value. Python for loops can iterate over various sequence types, including lists, strings, and tuples. During each iteration, the loop variable takes the value of the current element in the sequence. Let's see how the variable fruit takes on each value in our list of fruits. Pythons for loops are more elegant than those in many other languages. In languages like C, you have to manually handle initialization, condition checking, and incrementation. For loops in Python, automatically handle the initialization, condition checking, and increment operations that you would manually code in other languages, making your code cleaner and more readable. The enumerate function is a powerful way to keep track of both the index and value when iterating through a sequence. Here's an example with a list of fruits. When we use enumerate, Python gives us two variables for each iteration, the index and the value. The enumerate function takes our list as an argument and returns pairs of indices and values. When we run this code, we get each item along with its position in the list. List comprehensions are a concise way to create lists using for loops in a single line. Let's compare the traditional approach with list comprehensions. With list comprehensions, we can condense this code into a single line, making it more readable and efficient. A list comprehension consists of an expression followed by a for clause. The expression defines what will go into each element of the new list. We can also add conditions to filter elements. Here's a more complex example that only includes squares of even numbers. The if condition only keeps values where the remainder after division by 2 is 0, meaning only even numbers are included. The zip function allows you to iterate through multiple sequences simultaneously. Imagine we have two lists, a list of names and a list of corresponding test scores. The zip function pairs up elements from each list that are at the same position. Here's how we can use zip in a for loop to process these paired elements. The zip function takes our two lists as arguments and gives us two variables for each iteration, one from each list. When we run this code, we get each name paired with its corresponding score. It's important to note that if your lists have different lengths, zip will stop at the end of the shortest list. Python provides several ways to control loop execution with keywords like break, continue, and else. The break statement allows you to exit a loop prematurely. When this condition is true, the break statement executes and the loop stops immediately. The continue statement skips the rest of the current iteration and moves to the next one. In this example, when a number is even, we skip to the next iteration, so only odd numbers are printed. One unique feature of Python's for loops is the else clause, which executes after the loop completes normally. The else block only runs if the loop finishes without encountering a break statement. It's especially useful for search operations.